Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alice and I go by Hello Alice here on YouTube and I make art videos. And today's video is actually a collaboration video and it is with my friend Amanda of ALLJArt or ALLJArt or ALLJArt. Not actually sure how to pronounce it off the top of my head, but she has such a I love her channel. It is just such a fun channel to watch. But basically Amanda came to me with this idea. So let me tell you a little bit about the idea first, and then I will go further into this picture, I guess, in this like collaboration. Amanda came to me with this idea that we basically each go out into our environments and take some photos and then send them to the other person to use as inspiration for an art piece. So as you could see at the beginning, those were the photos that she sent me. So I'm actually going to go ahead and insert them like right here as well so that you can see all of the photos that she sent to me. So Amanda is awesome. I have known Amanda for a little while now, and I actually have like a really bad memory, so I don't remember exactly how I first found her. I feel like she tweeted me on Twitter a lot, and then I know that she actually made a drawing of me, which was so cool, and I absolutely loved it, and that's when we kind of started to get to know each other a little bit better and on a little bit more of a personal level, especially with the art room Discord as well, and just like interacting on Twitter and through YouTube. So Amanda is a Scottish artist, so her channel is an art channel, and it's just so fun to watch. I really like her style of editing, and I really like her art style. I think she's a great artist, and she is such a supportive person, and she's just like a great member of this community, I feel like. And it's actually really cool. In October, I believe, she is uploading every day this month, which is insane. Like, I don't understand how anyone does that. But yeah, so she actually reached out to me a few months back about this, which was awesome. I was like, thank you for knowing that I need way more time to do everything. And I'm still recording this voiceover at the day that this video goes up. So sorry, Amanda. But I have been communicating with her, so she's already in the know. But yeah, so this was a really, I thought it was just like a really cool, unique idea. Like, I was just like, that's such a great idea for a collab. Like, I would love to work with you on that. Like, I just, like, for me, collabs are about, like, coming up with unique ideas and, like, inspiring each other and, like, pushing the other person and, like, trying to do something new, or, like, you know, like, it's just, like, a really fun way to, like, kind of be more creative and try things that maybe you wouldn't normally try, or use inspiration that you wouldn't normally use. So I thought that was a really cool idea that she came up with. So I was like, heck yes, I'm doing it. So this is basically what I came up with. So as I mentioned, she is Scottish. So all of her pictures were of Scotland. And there was quite a mix of pictures. There was like the city pictures, and then there was also some pictures of some like nature scenes. So I did struggle to incorporate all of them. The one that I really did have a hard time incorporating was the boat. I'm sorry, Amanda, boat on the lake. I really had a hard time trying to figure out how to incorporate that one into this. But that's okay, because I have already watched her video and I know that she couldn't incorporate the train that I sent her, so like, it's fine. We're even. And I don't think the whole point was really to incorporate every single photo. It was more to take inspiration from a bunch of different places and just kind of create something a little bit different. So I decided to do this digitally on my iPad Pro in Procreate. I have been really wanting to do some digital work recently, and this was kind of an interesting piece to work on for a lot of reasons. So I'll kind of walk you through my process. You've already seen quite a bit of it so far as I've been talking about what the collaboration was. But as you saw at the beginning, I started out by putting all the photos together, and then I kind of put together a idea of what I wanted to do. And I had this sort of image in my head of kind of taking the sky from one of the pictures, and then there's like a cathedral, I'm guessing it's a cathedral, and taking that and kind of using that as inspiration for like a building, and then playing around with making the thistles and the kind of like stick things really large, and then kind of having this like the stone lion. I thought the stone lion was really cool, and I wanted it from like a different angle, but I liked the idea of a lion sort of signifying like a barrier or a boundary, and then I wanted this character kind of there that was sort of like a thistle elf, I guess, or like a thistle spirit, or like like a person that was inspired. She was inspired by the thistle. Like she has like greener skin, and her colors are all like purple and green, and she has this long purple and green hair. And actually on the bottom of her little crop top, I was planning on making those little pink poofs, like those pink balls, the little thistle flowers, but I actually forgot to go back in and add them back in once I was finished. I painted over them for the skin, and then I forgot to go and re-add them, so I'm kind of sad about that, and I think I'm going to go add them maybe later, but this video needs to get out. It needs to be done. So yeah, that was kind of my process, and I kind of, in my head, it's kind of like the boundaries between sort of like civilization and nature. Oh, and for colors, I was really inspired by the colors, the green and the yellow of the green and the blue of the fountain, and then the oranges and reds and yellows that were in both the picture of the boat and also in the picture of like the stick type plant. I don't know what they're called. So those were my inspirations, and then I just kind of started by loosely blocking everything in, and then as you saw, I went over and sketched things in a more detailed manner. I did use a couple references for this outside of the photos that Amanda sent me. I used a reference that I found on Pinterest for the body because I'm trying to use references more so I can improve my anatomy. And I also used a reference for the lion because I really liked the stone lion, but I knew I wanted the lion from the side. So I kind of used a reference of another lion statue just to get that proportions right, but I tried to keep it a little bit more simple like the first lion. I am really, really bad at drawing buildings. I just tend to get... I feel like I tend to get lazy with buildings or like frustrated at perspective and like all the little details, and I'm just like, I'll just fudge it, and then it always looks slightly off. So my building in this is not perfect, but I think overall I'm happy with it. The little top of the tower is extremely off. I did kind of fix it with the liquify tool a little bit, but I know that the perspective is off. It's fine. It's not really a big deal. I was going more like, for me, I'm more concerned with how the whole thing looks, and the building isn't like a focal point of this piece. Like it's not the main focal point, so whatever, it's fine. Let's see. So when I first started this, I thought this was going to be a lot more simple than it was going to be. Amanda's picture is actually super, super cute, and it's a lot more simple than mine. It's like this really beautiful, simple watercolor, and it came out I love it. Like, I think it came out so nice, and I wish that I kept mine more simple. I have been really struggling to simplify. I wanted this originally to be almost like a flat style illustration with very minimal shading, and it just kind of got away from me. So I still feel like there's some elements of that original idea there, but I also feel like they kind of got lost in what I normally do. And I feel like overall, like, that might have made it harder for me to make the image cohesive. I was just really, I don't want to say stressed, but like the whole first half that I was working on this, I just kind of felt like it wasn't stylistically going in the direction I wanted it to, but I didn't know how to fix that. The second half of it, I just kind of was like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say I can't control it because it's my art. I'm creating it. I can control it, but I don't want to be in struggle. I don't want to spend 10 hours on this. I mean, I did spend probably like 7 or 8 hours on this. Maybe a little bit more actually, because I kept forgetting to like record. So I used the, thank God for the Procreate like speed time-lapse thing, so I can always use that to fill in gaps if I forget to record, which is nice. Yeah, it just kind of got away from me. I do think it came out really cool, and I do like how the building is shaded. I like how her hair is shaded. Like, there's a lot of things I really like about this piece. I just feel like it's kind of frustrating because even though I like the piece and how I like how the piece turned out, I'm very happy with how the piece turned out. It's more that I'm trying to simplify certain things and I'm finding it a struggle. So it's just a little frustrating for me. Not frustrating, but like I set out with the intention of this being more of a simple piece and it ended up being a lot more complex. So it's more like, how do I learn how to control my instinct to push further, but also like how do I need to work differently for my work to be simplified a little bit more, you know? Like, is it my workflow that I'm just falling into this same workflow and that's why it doesn't end up as simple? Like, is it the style that I'm drawing in? So it's just a lot of stuff that I'm playing around with right now. I'm kind of in this, I don't want to say transition period with my style, because I don't feel like I am, but I'm enjoying playing around with a lot of new things. And no, I feel like I am in a transition period, yeah. But it's not really a transition period, it's more of like a growth period. I am really interested with experimenting with my style a little bit more, and pushing it in both directions. Oh, I'm sorry, my dog has decided to bark. Excuse me. But I'm interested in pushing my style in two different directions. I'm interested in pushing my semi-realism and really trying to see how much further I can push that towards realism, I guess. Not pure realism, but like, I don't want to, like, I'm not going for photorealism, but I do want things to be naturalistic. And then for my cartoon stuff, I really want to work on trying to simplify things. I want to try two different things. I want to try simplifying more, and then I do want to continue with, like, the kind of painterly style that I already have, and keep pushing that, but I do want to try a really simple style as well. So I'll have, hopefully, a more detailed, naturalistic, realistic style. I'll have a more painterly, semi-realistic style, and then I'm hoping to really develop a simpler, more cartoon style. So I'll kind of have all three, because I have for a while struggled with the idea of, like, do I need my style to be one style, or can I have multiple styles? And I actually think I can, and I think that they all connect, because there are similar choices that I will always make in terms of color and composition and the way that I just lay down a paint and color and brushstrokes and things that I think will keep everything cohesive. But I've just been playing it safe for a really long time, and I'm kind of at the point where I'm ready to experiment and try new things, and yeah. So I also made this picture a lot bigger than normal. This is tabloid size. I do think I'm going to put prints of this up in my Redbubble if you do like it. So links are down in the description box. And yeah, I tried to do a lot more with the background. I am not a background person. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at drawing animals. So I do feel like I really pushed myself with this in terms of it's a full piece with a background, and there's like the lion and all the plants. And I do feel like this was definitely a step in the right direction for me in terms of pushing myself and getting out of my comfort zone, even if it wasn't the step in the direction that I originally thought it was going to be. So yeah, I guess that's kind of my little, like, everything that I have to say about the piece in terms of how it developed and how it turned out. Like I said before, I did this in Procreate on the iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil. If anyone is curious about the brushes that I use, I sketched this with just like the regular, I think it's literally called like sketching brush. It's sketch, it's like 2B pencil. It's the pencil sketching. And then everything else was done with the Nico Rule brush. Everything, all the painting, all the color, everything was done with that. It's my favorite brush. That and the gouache brush are pretty much the only three that I use for the most part. Sometimes I'll use other things, but this was entirely done with that brush for anyone that is curious. This actually I used, for the little thistle thorns, I used the selection tool, and I selected all the different thistles. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. I have been rambling on for a while now, so I am going to stop. But before I go, please go check out what Amanda did over on her channel. I'm going to put the pictures that I sent her up here. So go see what she did with some stuff from my hometown and my home, and it's really beautiful, and I just think she did a great job. So please go check her out. Give her a subscribe. Her channel is fantastic. I cannot recommend it enough. So go send her some love. Go show her the Wonderland love. And that is it. That is my finished painting. I hope that you guys liked it. Thanks so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys. Oh, and subscribe and hit the notification bell and all of that good stuff that I'm supposed to say and I forgot. Okay, bye.